feel sitting with the mere mortals here? I mean, you've always sat up in isolated heaven there. By
Oh, these are my friends.
How do you know?
Well, they told me, but of course they lie. That's how they get on the show.
That's right. How do they? I mean, how do you know they're your
Now,
friends?
a friend protects you, and Peter protects all of us.
Yeah.
Peter, I want to say
He
something.
does.
You're my friend. You're not my best friend, but
We go back. I guess my two oldest friends on the immediate panel are Roe, who I've known. I hate to tell you how many years.
Don't.
And George and I, we were both in nightclubs together when I worked with the late Tommy Noonan. And we used to work like Eddie's in Kansas City and the Top of the Park in Denver and the Chase Hotel. And we were on the same circuit for years. So we have known each other for a long, long time. And when he had his show on CBS, I was, rather on NBC.
NBC it was.
He started on CBS, then he had the variety show. Tommy and myself, we were regulars on his show. I can sit back and watch the 9 people. They can't. They have to watch the monitor on who. I see 9 people, and I see how they react. I have never seen Paul laugh. Maybe with Cliff, with Cliff and Wally.
Well, Cliff, he replaced the irreplaceable, which is almost impossible. And, you know, working on the show with George since dear Cliff Arquette, they couldn't have found anybody better to fill his place. Nobody.
I just had a gut feeling about the whole thing, and he worked so well, and that's it.
Gobel is perfect. I don't care.
And he's also the sweetest man I've ever known in my life.
I feel like I'm being
talented.
buried or something.
I'm the oldest living thing, and I remember everything.
That's what I'm asking.
You don't have to worry about being old. I was born the year they invented rope.
I have some questions here that were asked of Paul the first year of the show. Do you remember? I see if you remember any of these. What do you call a leopard without spots?
Oh, completely cured.
That's good. How did we get Puerto Rico?
Now we lost the toss.
I love it.
Okay. Do all cattle have horns?
No, some play drums.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Why do motorcycle riders wear leather?
Because chiffon wrinkles.
I don't think there is a host or a game show host, if you want to say that, who is as marvelous as Peter, because Peter knows when you're going for a joke, he knows how to feed you for a joke, he knows when to cut it off, he knows when to stop you because we're running short of time or whatever. He does it the most diplomatic way, and it's really a pleasure. It's very comforting to know that you're in no trouble right there, and if you're going for something, but that's what it is.
Sense of timing, and he
That's
knows
what
when
it
to
is.
leave you alone.
I feel like I've got some illness, and this is it. Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you. It's the best job I ever had in my life. I mean, people say, "Do you really laugh?" I laugh. I'm a patsy.
No.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
something. I've watched that show for years, and I know that you are the master. Really, he is. His timing is exquisite. He's compassionate with the guests, and he's always in control. I want you to watch this clip. I just want you to see. Peter
in
never...
Peter Control.
Peter in control. I got to see
What's
this.
the
largest tuna fishing fleets in the world operates out of... I the question, I'm sorry. I know it's important, and I'm sorry. I must destroy this question, Mr. Lane, but I must read it, though. One of the largest tuna fishing fleets in the world. I'm sorry, I really am. We'll have a commercial. We'll be right back.
Just saw the big square himself start to break up and laugh uncontrollably about something about the tuna boat fishing fleet.
Well, let me explain why that is. Once in a while, you get the giddies. We do 5 shows.
Get the giddies?
We get the giddies, and I had the giddies.
What's the giddies?
The laughing.
The giggles,
The
okay.
giggles.
Yeah.
And McLean Stevenson had been on a roll that night, and it was really funny, and he broke the record. We went to him, I believe, 9 consecutive times, because I said, true or false, birds fly? And he said, yes, they do. And the contestant would say, no, I disagree. Okay? All right, now, I can't put a circle there because you have to earn that yourself. So the lady, back to McLean. And the questions were sillier and sillier. And every time he was correct, they would disagree. And every time he was incorrect, they agreed. Then right before this question, I said, and I'm starting to go, when I go, pull down the curtain, Charlie, it's over with. I said, McLean, where do you get lemon oil? And he's laughing. He said, from lemons. And the guy said, wrong. So I go to the girl and I pick up the thing, and when I look at a question, I see it all and the answer, you know? And the question read, I saw it all. True or false, the third largest tuna fleet in the world is located in Casper, Wyoming. Well, that to me was very funny. It wouldn't have been that funny had it been the first question. But after 9 questions, that was a funny question. And that's the story, and it's not too funny. But
It was wonderful, like you talk about nighttime, is Jonathan Winters, because when Kenny is the announcer that does all, and now trip and go to Puerto Rico for 3 weeks and blah, blah. And Jonathan acts the whole thing out in the box.
yes, he mimes
silently.
it. He mimes
For
it.
the audience.
The audience.
For
and
the
audience gets
If
hysterical.
Jonathan was funny on screen, what we laugh so hard when he's...
Doing
Now,
commercials.
he's very uptight on squares. I think we've finally come into an area. They give him some of
That's
his
Jay Reddick.
characters.
Our
and
producer
that
finally
is
found a way.
brilliant.
He says,
Because
Pete, when you ask a
Jonathan
question, don't
is
say
really at
Jonathan.
home when he's playing one of his characters.
He says,
And-
don't say Jonathan. He'll say, so I'll say, I'll pick up a question. I'll say, Maud.
Yes.
Maud Frickard,
And then I'm
what do you
laughing
feel
immediately.
about Bob? Now he's Maud, or Lord Trafalgar,
Yeah.
or all of these. Now we put him into character, and he's home, and he's
it's
terrific.
great.
But
Yeah.
They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember all the very special moments that were somehow always there when the unexpected answer knocked you right out of your chair? True or false, there's a brand new bra on the market that squeaks in various musical tones.
The hills are alive.
According to columnist Gene Adams, what is the main reason for a boy losing interest in a girl overnight?
Oh, like finding her name in the Guinness Book of Records.
Oh, George says funny. They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember all the good times and the great times that they've had in years gone by? All those zany, crazy moments when you'd laugh until you cry. The UPI quoted President Nixon as saying that something feels great. What is it?
It always feels great to put on my blue serge suit and walk on the water.
True or false? Ann Landers believes dentures can improve your love life.
Wrong.
They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember? True or false? People who buy tickets on no-frill flights tend to be less cooperative than other passengers.
Stewardess, you know I hate to begin with, because
Yeah.
I was pregnant and in labor and tourist, and she laid me in the aisle, and I had the kid in first class, and they wouldn't let me see her.
To the people in Mongolia, what is Ulaanbaatar?
Ulaanbaatar is the stage name that is used there when all of Lauren Green's pictures play there.
They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember? Are most of us somewhat surprised when we find out that a really beautiful woman is also very intelligent?
Huh?
Has a man ever grown hair to a length of 26 feet?
Well, you know, my My stepbrother had that hair that long.
Did he now?
Yeah. And the guy stepped on it, broke his neck just like that.
They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember all the stars who've entertained us and were funny as can be, and the few who've gone and left us and we think of lovingly?
In a popular children's story, who kept saying, I think I can, I think I can?
By the out at the home, that was Mr. Ferguson.
Really?
And Mrs. Ferguson kept saying, I wish he would, I wish he would.
What should you call a male hippopotamus?
Sir.
They've had a lot of laughs on Hollywood squares. I wonder, do you remember?
But I would say the most memorable, because it was a day that was the most memorable day of my life, was the day of our earthquake.
I knew you were going to say that.
It really was. It was because I thought it was all over. Nancy Sinatra said I slept through it. I don't know how you could sleep through that.
No.
Now, did you?
No.
Oh,
Boy, I
okay.
woke up like
Oh, and
yeah.
made some broth?
No, the kids.
Or made some beef stock?
Little beef
no,
stock.
but I want to tell you, I thought it was the...
Always put me on that.
I thought it was the end of the world, and you talk about the show must go on. We taped later that day.
The earthquake was 10 minutes to 6 in the morning.
And we went, and you know, we couldn't get television or radio on, and Mary Markham called and said, don't forget your call.
Mary Markham books the show. She's the one responsible for all the talent. Mary Markham and Gary Damsker.
Now, the first person I heard from that day, which I thought it was over, she said, don't forget your call, we're taping at 4:30. And I said, Mary? Mary! I didn't know anybody else was alive. But we went out and we taped that night, and Peter was asking me a question, and Jerry Shaw, our director, has still promised me that he would show me that film clip. But while he was asking me, we had a violent aftermath tremor, and I
May
cannot
I interject something? One thing.
Yeah.
Now, before the show, I was told, they said, don't tell any of the stars, but underneath, now, when you see that set's that big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9 huge stars and a huge set. Underneath that, they said, don't tell anybody, but it's the old Esther Williams swimming pool.
Oh, dear.
And they were afraid the set was going to go into the swimming pool, right? Now, they said, you're okay, Pete. You're over there. I said, okay. I won't tell anybody, and I'm watching. Now, I said, true or false, Paul? Close up. Earthquake tremor after shock, whatever it's
Big
called.
one. I'm just like this. I was going.
The whole set is going like this.
The lights were
A
going.
cameraman.
The lights, you know, which are, you can see them here in the studio. They were clanging together, and it was unbelievable. And I don't know whether I ever did that. We cleared the studio.
Peter, how could you ask that? Didn't you feel what was going on?
No,
That
I
don't
didn't
even-
say. I don't remember what I said.
No,
but
he really
they
stayed with the
emptied
question.
studio.
He really stayed with the question.
I did.
A cameraman leaped off the stand and
And
has never been
left
seen.
and never
came
been
back.
heard since.
And that was what? How many years ago was that? But I figured if the thing went into the pool, I said, Jerry, go to me. I was going to go, so long for a while.
Let me tell you one more earthquake story. I was doing a show one afternoon, because we live in earthquake country, and I was doing You Don't Say with Tom Kennedy, and I was watching the floor of NBC out in Burbank roll like that,
Oh,
and I
that big
said,
cement.
there is something wrong going on. And suddenly it came over the sound, the PA system, empty the studio. And I had one of those lavalier mics on. Now, I put them on 1,000 times. I couldn't get it off. suddenly I was the only person in the studio. And so when I finally got out in the hall, which was supposed to be safe, I went up, and the little girl that was the contestant with me, she said, Paul, I saw you were in trouble, but they said, don't touch the stars.
Remember some of the questions, the funniest questions they've asked you on Squares?
Yeah, I hurt myself badly one time on Hollywood Squares. There was an Ed Sullivan question. Do you remember this one, Pete?
I love it.
And Ed, of course, was alive then, and we were kidding him a lot. And I answered a question as Ed Sullivan and got it right. I took a guess at it, and then I said, now let's really hear it for me. And I stood up to do that, is it, and I whammed my head on the top, and I went right back, and I went right over the chair, and crashed down on my neck, still doing this. Let's really hear it. Lying there with a concussion, and Vincent Price leaned over and said, wait until the laugh dies down and then get up.
Have been working nightclubs together. What is he like to work with?
A joy.
A joy?
Absolute joy. And you know, with my mouth, I don't say that unless I mean it.
I know.
He is just a pleasure. It's who wants to go first, who wants to close, how long do you want to do, how long do I want to do. Yeah. He's a joy and a pleasure. And boy, can I give you names who are stinkers.
We have
And
a
yes,
lot of
you're-
fun. We really do.
And he's
We
got
have-
such a good act. You know,
Yeah,
it's-
my kids, the chapter 5, and Joni. It's a good
Yeah.
package.
2 cheeseburgers all the way. And I tell you, they have no humor.
No.